I love you, Allah.
I want us to reflect upon the purpose behind the month of Ramadan. Because when we understand the purpose behind something, we have a means by which we can measure how effective our month of Ramadan is, and we can make changes to make sure that we get the most out of this month. And this purpose has been described to us by Allah Azza wa Jal in the Quran. After saying, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. Allah Azza wa Jal said, the translation of which is, O you who believe, fasting has been made obligatory for you, as it was made obligatory for those who came before you, so that you may achieve taqwa. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. Allah has made this the purpose, the primary reason behind the month of Ramadan. So the next natural question is, okay, what is taqwa? So taqwa is to do as much as you can to become more obedient to Allah and less disobedient to Allah. So the more obedience you do, the more prayers, the more fasting, the more dua, the more hope you have in Allah, the more love you have for Allah, and the less disobedience, the less haram, the less backbiting and lying, and the less haram income, and the less haram actions, and the less looking at haram and listening to haram. The less of that you do, and the more obedience you do, the closer you become towards taqwa. So Allah Azza wa Jal told us, لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. This month has been established for us and prescribed for us so that we can become more obedient to Allah and less disobedient towards Allah. And so we have to ask ourselves throughout the month, here's day 1 of Ramadan, day 2 of Ramadan, day 3 of Ramadan. Am I becoming more obedient to Allah and less disobedient to Allah? And if that is the case, then we need more of the same. If you find that there's some disobedience creeping in after Maghrib, we need to take that out, because Ramadan is a training program to become more obedient to Allah and less disobedient to Allah. And so we need to use this as our objective. We need to walk through this month and go through this month with this idea in mind that we are trying to become trained to be more obedient and less disobedient. And we need to have the intention that this obedience and this avoiding the haram is something that will last us beyond Ramadan, insha'Allah ta'ala, because there's no point in us becoming obedient and then leaving that on the day of Eid. We want to be a people who, insha'Allah, start off with the intention of making a permanent change to become a better Muslim. لَعَلَّكُمْ تَتَّقُونَ. And Allah Azza wa Jal knows best. وَالصَّلَاةُ وَالسَّلَامُ عَلَى نَبِيِّنَا مُحَمَّدٍ وَعَلَى آلِهِ وَصَحْبِهِ